Hi, my name is Camille Mitchell. I am a pre-K teacher at Maple Lawn Elementary in Dallas, Texas. This is my second year. The first year I taught fourth grade, and this year I'm teaching pre-K. So the second question was, why did you start education? I started a career in education because I believe that kids are truly our future, and kids need to be molded and basically formed into a successful person that they need to be. And I feel like a quality teacher can do that. And I try my best to make sure that I deliver quality education so all my students can be successful. And I'm also aware that not every student has the same opportunities as others. And especially in areas where the schools are maybe underfunded or there's just not an opportunity as many opportunities to be successful as in other areas. So I want to try to be the best teacher I can to show them what they're capable of and try to make teaching and learning as fun as possible so the students can really become who they can be and who they want to be in the future. If you could have a job, what would it be and why? I would be I would want to stay in the education field. I would be a tutor, maybe have a tutoring company or some type of after school program for students, something that I'm still involved with the students and helping them shape their lives, not just their education, but encourage them and help them become who they can be in any area. Are kids different now than 30 years ago? Well, I'm only 28, but I think that kids are different now than 30 years ago. There's a lot of technology available now that maybe wasn't available 30 years ago. And, with the pandemic, a lot of students are learning virtually. I have a hybrid of face-to-face students and in person. So there's a lot of technology that they are learning how to use at such a very young age. And so, I think that's important because our, society has gotten to a point where technology is used in almost every major career area. So I feel like that's good that students have the ability to use lots of technology in school so they know how to use it when they are in the work field or in their workplace. How is teaching different than 30 years ago? So I've been at the school for 2 years, but I taught 2 years at another school. So this is actually my fourth year teaching, two at one school and two at this school. But 30 years ago, I wasn't teaching, but um, I feel like um, maybe 30 years ago, you focused mostly on academics, whereas now you are teaching the whole child. You are teaching them sometimes manners, how to share, how to be kind to someone and saying nice words and not saying things mean or derogatory. Like you're teaching them things that most of the time should be taught at home, but now it's being taught, at school. So, and you're also teaching kids how to deal with feelings because some kids have dealt with a lot of trauma in their life, and you have to learn how to um, teach them how to cope and navigate in a world where they um, have experienced trauma. So it's really hard for some kids. And so that's probably increased a lot more now than 30 years ago. And so it's definitely harder being a kid at this time as well as being a teacher. Um, what would you tell someone right now that becoming a teacher? I would say that you should definitely go for it because you can definitely change the lives of so many students, or not even change their life, but like impact them. And I know everyone has a story of their favorite teacher. I did. My sophomore year of high school teacher, Miss Albrecht. She was my algebra 2 teacher. She did everything she could to make sure we understood. Um, when I didn't understand, which was most of the time because it was hard for me, she would have tutoring on Sundays. She would stay after school. She would do whatever she could to make sure that you understood what she was teaching, and she always went the extra mile. So um, she really inspired me, and I know every person has a teacher that inspired them in some way. So I'm sure that um, you can impact somebody, and possibly more than one child, so or several. I would also tell them that it is hard work and it can be stressful, but it's definitely rewarding. And I would say, find a good school that specializes in education and get as much training as you can, even out once you're in the teaching field, once you're actually teaching, still continue to get trainings because things change all the time. So that would be something that I would say. What is one thing you would change to help kids learn better? I would say, honestly, I think what we're doing now is really good, incorporating more technology, um, um, which is something that we're already doing. And I don't know. Um, Maybe a lot more hands-on activities, more times, more opportunities to go to, more field trips. Of course, we can't at this time, but like field trips to like really learn about what we're learning in the classroom. Um, and for older kids, even though I'm an elementary age teacher, but for the older kids, giving them more of an opportunity to explore different careers inside the classroom, and them being able to determine what they really like and what they don't. And that being available to all schools, even in elementary, because I feel like that might be important. I know some schools are doing that, but I'm not sure. Um, I know that I'm sure that not, all the schools are. So that would be something that would be really helpful. Um, but I believe that is it. But thank you very much. And that is the end of my video.